What is going on? What is going on, man? Welcome to the Come Get This Work Mobcast. It's your boy General Africa. I'm with the Honorable Coach Shelton Harrison. What's going on, Coach?
What is going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
Hey man, I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be here, man, and we're gonna get it in, man, because I gotta, gotta get off here and then handle the interview, man. But y'all can keep cooking, man.
Yep.
Georgia, I sent out all the links. I sent them all out, guys. Y'all gotta check your email. I sent out every single link, y'all, and I did it at exactly 8:50. I sent the links.
Yep.
Let me see who all that
So
sent out.
check your emails if you didn't get a link.
Come on, guys. Yeah.
We'll send them out again. Um, what we gonna get it was salute to the chat. Let me bring up my other chat page so I can see everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. We are back with the Come Get This Work Mobcast, and we gonna get it in, man. Coach gonna have to ride out a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it rolling, and
Yeah.
do it like that.
And I tried to do it late as I could, man, but the person interviewing couldn't do it any later. So, and I didn't want to interfere with the mobcast. But let's go ahead and get cooking, man. Cause see, this is what I wanted to avoid. I didn't want to be sending links while we got to talk, man, because it takes away, from what we got to do. So I'm gonna, you know, go ahead and resend them out again, man. But
Yeah,
you guys gotta check your emails and go for it. Check those emails, y'all, because all right. So I
yeah,
kind
man.
of
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Coach.
No, you go ahead, man.
Okay, so we got the boy Conor McGregor and Khabib. They're about to come out and they about to get it in, man. They about to throw hands, and I'm just thinking, I'm wondering, man, like, where you are you still leaning towards McGregor in this fight?
Yeah, I'm still leaning for McGregor to go. I think McGregor gonna knock him out, man. I think he gonna get hit, and yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Old boy going to sleep, man.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if it was one of the coaches of Khabib. I think his last name's Diaz or something. But he made some comments about how Conor McGregor's mental tactics weren't haven't gotten to Khabib. But I'm starting to think, like, because why? Like, I get saying that, like, you don't want your fans to worry and you don't want people to be like, oh no, I'm not, scrambled up. But I think that it is getting to him, man. Conor McGregor was talking about blue lips and how he about to be a dead man. And you know, I, I'll be the first one to say Khabib's a tough dude, but when it comes to Conor McGregor, man, he's used to this. Conor's used to this, man. Conor's had this, the fight with Mayweather and the Diaz and with Diaz, and then all the fights that he had coming up. And I just think that he has the mental edge over this dude, man. And who was it? I think it was Tyron Woodley said that he thinks that that McGregor's gonna knock Khabib down to the amateur level. That's where I'm leaning right now, man. That's where I'm leaning right now. Um, I just think that Conor McGregor, his striking, his experience, uh, his toughness. People like to talk about Khabib's toughness, and don't get me wrong, Khabib is a tough dude. Khabib's an animal, man. But look what look at those battles. I go back and I look at the fights between McGregor and Diaz, and those are some wars, man. Those are some wars, and for Conor McGregor to come back that second fight, and it was a little, I guess, controversial to some people, but I mean, he did his thing, and I don't see any. I don't know if Khabib has anybody on his resume right now that is really at that level. That's just where I stand on that right now with the um with the Khabib and Conor McGregor fight. I don't know. I'm just not. I mean, he has the Alaquina, and I see some of these names. And I'm still learning some of these dudes, like Rafael Dos. I know Rafael Dos Anjos and Al uh, Iaquina and stuff like that, and Michael Johnson. Uh, but I just don't. I don't see Khabib being able to deal with what Conor McGregor's about to dish out to him, man.
Yeah, Khabib got You know, man, Khabib gonna have to get him on. He's gonna have to get him on the ground, and that's what Khabib gonna do. I mean, we not stupid. You know, everybody know that that's what um that's what Khabib is gonna do. Okay. Conor McGregor is gonna have to avoid Khabib taking him to the ground. I mean, if the fight go to the ground, we know that Khabib is gonna do it. But you know, I've always often said too that you don't have to have a whole lot of wrestling in MMA. You just got to have enough to do just enough. You can be good in one area. You don't have to be so great in another area, and you can still win fights. And I still bring people into the memory, and I say, look, you know, Ashley Yoder wasn't that great of a wrestler to me, not anyway. But the thing of it is, man, is that she was able to stuff a lot of Mackenzie Dern's takedowns. You know, she was able to do it. So I mean, you know, listen, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I mean, okay. Um, Yeah, man. I'm kind of thinking of it like this, man. Um, Conor McGregor is strong, and I don't know, man. I see Conor Khabib running there with his chin up too much, man. He running there with his chin up too much, and the problem with that, man, is that you can't do that against a precision striker because some of them dudes they catch you coming in, they catch you doing your thing, and that's it. You know, when you get caught, you get caught. That's it. There's nothing else you can do except you getting caught. You know, so. That's my, you know, that's my thing. That's my stance. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we still here. Hello? Hold
Oh, I'm
on.
sorry. I'm sorry. I was on mute.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Khabib comes in with his head in too much, man. He comes in with his head in too much, and I think he's gonna get caught with one of those. That's just the way that is, man. That's where I'm at, and uh, nothing's really moving me from that right now. What's going on, George? You get the link? What's going on, XA Goucha? Salute to everybody in the chat. Lace Hatcher, what's going on? Marcus Bell, salute. X Motorsports 414, what's good? The Body Snatcher, Tate Brown, what's going on, sis? How you doing? We sent out the link, so whenever y'all want to come in, and we'll just keep it rolling like that. But I wanted to ask you, Coach, about uh, John Jones. Now,
Oh,
I
damn.
guess what's his name? Cormier. He's ducking calls from what is it, Vada or USADA right now because he's upset with what. But this is the thing with me and Cormier, because I'm kind of confused because he's kind of talked about like a potential fight between him and Jones, but now it's kind of like he's mad now, and it's like, oh, I'm not going to answer calls from Vada and stuff like that. It's like, part of me is wondering, is he really mad, or is he kind of just whatever right now? I mean, and I get it, but let me ask you this:
Fellas,
what do you?
hold on. Hey, fellas. Okay, when y'all come in, make sure, guys, we gotta mute the microphone because we trying to keep everything. We're trying to get it precision. You know where we can get it. So make sure you mute the microphone when you want to. Oh, okay, that's Genesis. But still, make sure you mute the microphone. I ain't noticed who it was, but yeah, man. So we get it all in. Okay. All right. I thought George Page was in the building, man. Did George Page get kicked out?
No, he hasn't come in yet.
Okay. All right, guys. I resent the links, guys. So go ahead, man. Go grab your links. XA Gucha, we need your link, okay? And guys, remember, I'm gonna send them out at 8:45 and 8:50 every single time. So grab them because I don't want to be talking and then sending out links at the same time. So could have been a mistake on my error, but go ahead, General. Sir.
Yeah, I was just saying that Cormier's been kind of putting it out there that that potential between him and having another showdown with Jones. But now he's kind of like, I'm unsure about that. But what I want to ask you is, where do you think Jones goes from here? Where do you think he's at in his career? Coming off of this suspension, he's been talking about how he might fight the guy from Sweden. What's his name? Alexander Gustafsson or something like that. The Swedish light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Where would you say John Jones is at right now?
John Jones is a hoe. Okay. John Jones is a hoe. And then, of course, you got his boy, Mike Winklejohn, talking about, oh, I don't think John Jones was snitch. Yeah, of course you gonna support him because that's one of your money makers, man. See, man, look, man, John Jones, Winkle John. Oh man, these people got y'all. They got people food, man. Winkle John, people leaving the gym. Okay, Greg Jackson, he don't even come to the gym that much, and I suspect it's because of Mike Winklejohn, because Mike Winklejohn's a little hoe too. You know, John Jones. Everybody know John Jones on snitch. John Jones on told it. I mean, how does a guy, okay, hit a pregnant woman, sniffing cocaine, get popped multiple times, and now he back? But then you got Cynthia Cavillo, who, only thing she did was do some marijuana. Okay, just take a puff on her free time, and okay, now she gone. I mean, she was out for 9 months. She was out for 9 months. But but then you got John Jones who can do everything under God's hot sun. Okay, John Jones. I mean, the dude is a pampered. John Jones is a straight up hoe. Okay, you know what? I just call him a bitch. John Jones is a bitch right now. Okay, John Jones. I mean, for real, man. Sick and tired of this dude, man. I'm sick and tired of everybody. Every time John Jones rolled into the scene, everybody want to bow down and call this man the GOAT, man. I don't blame DC. I don't blame DC. Okay, if I'm DC, I ain't taking no more drug tests for what, man? Why? Why take these drug tests when you got John Ho Jones over here, who can do whatever he want to do? This dude can hit people with a car, ain't doing jail time. This dude can sniff cocaine, ain't doing jail time. This dude can pop fight after fight, ain't doing jail time. And then, to add matters worse, to add insult to injury, John Jones over here calling out another drug head and Brock Lesnar with his old fucked up flat top he got. Like, come on, man, come on. I mean, enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. I'm sick of John Jones. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of that Winkle John Jim. I'm sick of the Winkle John Jim. Okay, and I say the Winkle John because Greg Jackson. Let's just face it, the dude don't come in that often. He don't come in often like that no more. Greg Jackson ain't in there like that, man. And man, people, you know what? Cowboy Cerrone, they sick of Mike Winkle John. Okay, they sick of him, man. Mike kicked him out the gym, man, for what? Because so Cowboy Cerrone wouldn't let him be in striking coach. I mean, dude. Only person you seem to relate to is Holly Holm. And you know what? I don't even know why Holly Holm still trusts this dude. Holly Holm been getting ass whooping after ass whooping after ass whooping. And lo and behold, she's still there. Got choked out by Misha Tate. Still there. Got beat senseless by Cyborg. Still there. This was a striking game. Your boy Winklejohn was supposed to prepare you for a striking battle. Didn't happen. Still there. Okay, still there. Got beat to hell by Jermaine Durandame. Still there. Holly Holm gonna have to go to sleep 5 more times for her to get the picture that Mike Winklejohn is just not good. Mike Winklejohn, man, dude's a joke, man. Dude's a joke. I was looking at old videos of Mike Winklejohn. Mike Winklejohn, they getting his ass knocked out back in the day, man. I'm like, God, dog, man. I thought this dude was like some great kickboxer, man. Winklejohn was getting smoked back, man. I look, man. I said, man, who is this brother fighting Winklejohn? Who is this brother? Brother kicked Winklejohn head off his shoulders, man.
We got the lovely Genesis Green in the building. What's going on, Genesis?
Hey, people.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
What do you think about this dude Jones, man, coming back and they talking about he gonna get a fight with Alexander. You know what, Coach? I think you're right, man. I agree. I feel you on Cormier. I understand it, but let me ask you, Genesis, what do you think about Jones and his comeback?
It's just all bullshit to me. But the UFC never throw away their star players that they can make money off of. It don't matter what they do. So, I mean,
yeah, and
it's just stupid.
And
really is.
And I think Coach is onto something when it comes to Holly Holm because sometimes I'm a big fan of Holly Holm, but sometimes I have to wonder what's the thought process staying in that gym? You know what I mean?
It ain't no thought process with her stupid ass. If she switch up her gym and her training camp, I actually think she would get better. But I don't know. Like, some people are just so dumb, and even if they're not seeing no progress within their fighting and stuff, they just stay because they have this sense of loyalty. But I mean, when you're a fighter, why the fuck would you stay with a gym that's not helping you progress? in your fighting and you're not growing within your skills. You know what I'm saying? You're just staying stagnant. I wouldn't stay in no fucking gym while I'm not growing, or every time I have a fight I'm always getting beat up. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, yeah, man. I think Jones will, if he does fight this Alexander Gustafsson guy again. I think they're talking about. I don't know when they're thinking about fighting, but I think he'll beat him. You know, some people thought that he lost that fight, but I think he'll beat him. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm not gonna put all my ducks in a roost with Jones right now. I'm not, man, because he's coming out talking about how uh, he didn't train hard for the fight, and it just goes back to what Coach was saying, man, about him not taking stuff seriously. You know, I'm not gonna come on here and be the moral crusader and this and that, but damn, I mean, I'm not hitting pregnant women and doing all this other crazy stuff when we got all the talent in the world. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, for real. So it is what it is with this guy. It is what it is, man. If he has success, good. But I'm not really worried about this cat, man. I ain't really worried about him because this dude messes up every single opportunity, that he's been given. Here this guy is. He's like the golden boy over there. You don't see anybody. You see how they're treating Francis Ngannou and all these other people, and John Jones just get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. It's the same. It's the Adrian Broner effect. John Jones, Adrian Broner of MMA. That's what he is. That's what I'm gonna start calling him. He's the Adrian Broner of MMA. John Jones. Congratulations, John. Good job, man. Good job. But let me transition a little bit, man. So Valentina Shevchenko came out. Coach, did you hear about this? She said that she's not sure whether Nico Montano is ever gonna fight again. What do you thinking? Those are some strong words, man. But I mean, I feel her on it. But what's your thoughts on that, man? You think Nico? Where you think Nico's gonna be at?
I'm gonna tell you, I disagree. I think Nico will fight again, but what they gonna do, man? They're gonna wait for the right time. They're gonna wait for the right moment, and then she's gonna ease back in there. See, the thing of it is, man, despite Nico Montano not fighting, and despite Nico ducking a fade, the fact of the matter is, man, that people now they want to watch to see Nico lose. So Nico can make some money, man. Nico can fight somebody else. People gonna tune in because now Nico. I guarantee more people watch Nico than Amanda Nunes. I can tell you that now, because Nico she's been through this whirlwind. She played a little role that she was hurt, and people picking on her, and some stupid people might get behind that. But most of the fans, we know that Nico ducked the fade. Okay, we know that she ducked that fade. We know Nico didn't want to work, and now at this point, everybody, if you do a Nico video, it's gonna get a lot of views. Oh, wait a minute, it's somebody here, man. Make sure y'all, please, man, please, okay. Like, put yourself on mute, man, when somebody else talking, so we don't have to tell you, because it just make the stream go better, man. If you don't mind, man, if y'all don't mind, God bless you. God bless you. Okay, and I'll mute myself. Well, I got a self mute on this microphone, y'all. Like I do, I got a self mute, so I can just push the button, and y'all can't hear nothing I'm doing over here. Like that, and go. But yeah, man. The thing of it is, man. Yeah, I think Valentina wrong. She gonna fight again. But listen, man. I'm kind of not done with John Jones. Okay, I'm kind of not done. I want to go back. You see, man. You see the problem, man. John Jones, what he does, man. He does this. So John Jones will try to throw this guilt trip, man. He'll try to throw this guilt trip and make everybody feel sorry for him, and oh, DC, I wish I can be the kind of husband that you are, and I wish you can be the man that you are, and shut the hell up. Look, man, what I need you to do, John, okay? I need you to keep your bitch ass in rehab, okay? That's what I need you to do. Okay, I need you to stop wasting away, okay? I need you to stop living your life at the end of your nostrils, buddy. That's what the coach needs you to do. I think the coach needs you to just get up, get off your butt, stop making people feel sorry for you. You're sitting in that gym, and by the way, that damn gym is cursed, okay? Okay, you need to get some of this Coach Sheldon Harrison holy water, wash your ass with this holy water, because John Jones, right now, man, You don't got many more times to mess up. Okay, you are a black man. Okay, you're on top. You can do whatever you want to do. They're gonna look at you much more critically because you are a black man. And look at what you are doing, my man. You are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. Okay, like I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at all the money you done had that you done sniffed up through your nose. Boy, you done sniffed over millions of dollars up your nose because you can't get your act together, man. You've been blessed with a gift. You have been blessed with a gift. Your body is a lethal weapon, and you can make millions of dollars off of your own body, but you too stupid. And I don't mean, well, it's a mental addiction. No, it's a stupid addiction. John Jones is addicted to stupid. The man's addicted to being stupid, okay? Look, man. He is on a much better level than Adrian Broner, man. I can't even compare this guy to Adrian Broner. But I tell you what, man. John Jones done let so many more opportunities slip, man. Okay? Like, for real. I'm sick of this dude. And then, him, people like Brock Lesnar, at least Brock Lesnar got enough common sense to come back and get him another payday. He ain't running nobody over, y'all. He ain't running nobody over. He ain't doing dumb stuff with the law. I mean, the man couldn't even, John Jones can't even lie right. You can't even lie right. And then his moment of glory is trash talking Daniel Cormier. Ooh, whoopity do, John Jones. Stupid bastard. I'm done.
Hey, that's real spill, man. That's real talk, man. You got to get that tough love. And the crazy thing is, I was just reading. Let me pass it to you, George. George, you there? I'm gonna pass it to you. So, what do you think John Jones should do to get his life together, to get his to save his MMA career? What kind of advice would you give him? Hey, George, you're on mute, brother. Okay, we'll wait for for George. You there?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? You're there.
I'm going in and out.
Okay, let me see. Can you hear me now?
What again?
Can you hear me now?
What's going on?
No. Can anybody else hear me?
I hear you loud.
Okay, you go. Okay, I think it's something with your volume, George. But I'll come back to you, Body Snatcher, brother, man. What kind of advice would you give to John Jones, man, to just save his career and get his life back on order?
Yeah, first, man, definitely, because he's a great fighter and everything. So that's already should be motivation. Like, all right, if I go in there and just train hard and stay off them drugs for number one, man, fight square and fair, work hard and get what you need, man. So number one is he got to get off them drugs, and number two is and he got to, man, he need to stop drinking and stuff too, like, man, because when he get drunk, I know that's when he do all his stupid stuff, man. He got put over so many times being drunk and all that. So if he stopped that'll be another plus too. And three is this, man, hang around the right people. Don't go around the wrong people that's gonna get you in trouble or get you locked up or anything. You need to hang around some good positive people with some and even though he's winning, but shoot, he's still in that Jackson Wink curse too. So that's another downfall, man. Because I know when we was talking about a few Mobcasts ago that Jackson Wink was man, bringing drugs to his gym, and that's what John Jones like to do anyway. So getting a positive, motivating gym and transfer his skills, man, then he'll be all right. That's my advice to him right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's the Body Snatcher family, and I'm just gonna kind of give more details on what the brother said. He brought up a good point. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I didn't make this up. I didn't, make the article, but it according to what I've seen, I mean, the wrestling coach, strength and conditioning coach at that gym was fired from his high school wrestling job for distributing PEDs to a minor. Now, I'm not saying that that's the connection between him and Jones and stuff like that. But the point that I'm making is that it's a lot of shady stuff going on at this Jackson Week gym, man. There's a lot of shady stuff. And I think that if John Jones wants to be successful, he's going to have to leave. Because right now he's doing the same thing and he's getting the same results, man. And, you know, Coach brought up the snitching part. And honestly, I haven't even been following that. I thought that USADA just cleared him. But now that after doing research, I'm hearing that people are thinking that he's snitching. And his manager came out and said that, no, that's false. Matter of fact, I got the quote right here. His manager, what's his name? Maliki Kawa says, I can just tell you without a shadow of a doubt that John Jones did not tell on any teammate. John did not tell on anyone in MMA, blah, blah. John did not do anything that these people are saying he did. But a USADA spokesman just came out and said that, where is it? While she didn't say outright whether Jones told on his teammates or not, she did drop another interesting detail. The rule that allowed Jones' suspension to be reduced based on his cooperation states that he must continue to cooperate with USADA. In other words, he must continue to provide them with information, whether it's about himself, as Kawa claims, or other fighters. Now, look, man, I'm not trying to really jump on and really dig too deep into this, but like I said, I read every word. I do it in every situation, man. Continuous cooperation. How has he cooperated so far? I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And if John Jones did tell on people, if John Jones did snitch on other people, look, I'm not saying you should be taking PEDs, man. But if he snitched on other people to get a reduced sentence and he still F's this up, man, I will never support John Jones again. Because right now, USADA is saying, spokesman said it, Danielle Urick said that basically, if in order for John Jones to stay in the UFC, to be able to fight, he has to continue doing whatever he's been doing, whatever cooperation he's been doing, man. So, I mean, to John Jones, hey, it is what it is. But let me go to hey, George, you back?
I think
okay.
George left out for a second.
Okay. XA Goucher, what's up? What's going on, brother?
What's up, General?
What's going on, homie, man?
Pretty good. Before I get in, I just want to say salute to Coach Shelton Harrison for hitting 7,000 subs. I mean, the brother deserved the hard work, man. Just putting out the women's MMA, man. And also, I just want to say salute to you too, General Africa. To answer your question about John Jones. I mean, the brother Keith Brown very much sums it up, man. He just needs to stay out of trouble and just keep fighting, but it's John Jones, so it's his body, so he carries the way he is. But like I say, I like John Jones, and I would like to see the brother actually, what's his name, get his shit together, but it's up to him.
Yeah, it is, definitely. It's up to him, man, and he's the only one that can do it. He's the only one that can help himself, and that goes with, I mean, that's a life principle. You can have everybody trying to help you, but if you don't pull yourself up, it's not going to do anything. It looks like we got the brother George Page back in the building. The volume good now, homie?
Yeah, I think I'm on my phone now. So my computer is acting kind of funny.
Good, man. I'm going to pass the same question to you, homie. What kind of advice would you give to John Jones? What would you do if you're John Jones? What kind of changes would you make in your lifestyle changes would you make to be able to, have a successful career going forward?
Put his ass in Betty Ford. Treat him like Pookie in New Jack City. Be careful. He might be somewhere, I don't know, right now in a crack house saying, "It's calling my name, man. Be calling me." He needs some help. I mean, the brother. I mean, it's worse, especially when I'm people who get on that shit like cocaine, and it's a hell of a drug, like Rick James says, and it just takes over. And it's one thing you smoke weed or do other drugs like Nick Diaz and Silvio Cavillo. Those drugs don't really do much, but maybe make you relax a little bit. But you hit that coke or that heroin or anything like that, it just messes you up. He needs to get out of the Wicked John gym. Somebody needs to do an intervention. They need to put a bag over his head and drag him off someplace and let him dry out for a couple of months.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He got to get out of that gym. If John Jones doesn't get out of that gym, I don't see anything. I don't see much changing, man. He got to get out of that gym. He got to stop associating with whoever he's associating with right now. You know, you're the average of the 5 people you're around the most, man. And if he's hanging out with people that are, you know, snorting lines up their nose and stuff like that, then he's going to do it, man. And he's proven that, you know, he can't just stay in the same environment and get and change himself. He has to, you know, he has to literally leave where he's at. He has to go. He has to get into intensive, just intensively work on himself right now, man. He has all the strength, like Coach said. He has all the strength, all the talent, all the athleticism. But it seems right now that he doesn't like himself. And if he doesn't like himself, he doesn't love himself, doesn't take care of himself, man, it's just going to be another sad story, man. But I think that's, Coach, you got anything to add to that?
I mean, man, it's just it's really sad, man. You know, John Jones is just a sad individual. You know, sad individual. Guy that gets every chance in the world, and still he finds a way to fuck it up. You know, he does it. You know, and you got some people that's gonna join him. Don't worry. Conor McGregor gonna be next. Okay, that's another one that's snorting them lines of cocaine up his nose. You can tell that boy on some drugs. He'll be joining them. You got it's several other ones, man. You got the Diaz brothers. They gonna join them. You know, them guys. A lot of these guys messed up, man. It's these guys. They need to have a division, man. Like for real, division or a department of MMA where you deal with fighters. Your job is to deal with fighters post fight, like post fight career. Deal with them, help these fighters transition into real life. You know, like even have like an investment thing to help these fighters invest their money wisely. You know, if they will accept the help. Like, cause I can see now, man. John Jones when he 50, man. John Jones, if he keep man, John Jones end up being broke. He gonna end up being homeless, and he definitely ain't gonna have his family with him, man. I'm telling you, I see that, man. If John Jones don't get his act together, for real. If John Jones do not get his act together, and I'm telling y'all now, he fit all the psychological profiles of somebody who, psychotic. I mean, he fit them profiles of somebody psychotic. Just a very over aggressive person. Especially when he angry, man. And he also fits a depressant. So I'm just telling y'all, man, don't be surprised, man. This dude do some real time if he don't change. And you know what? And here go the thing too, man. When he doped up the first time, oh, the Winkle John Jim, what Mike Winkle John said, yeah. But John is an adult and John is responsible for his own actions. See, that was the statement. I'm like, God, are you serious? So these people, they supposed to be cool with you, man. And ain't nobody coming to your defense, really. Ain't nobody coming to your defense of your character. Nah, well, John Jones is a grown man and he can handle himself and all this other yada yada yada. But okay, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, and I think that's a good segue into what Valentina was talking about, Nico Montano. When I look at John Jones and the statements that I don't know, Jackson or Wingo John made, you're right. Like, they didn't have his back. These people that you've been with your entire career, you've been with them too long. I really think that he could have been gone somewhere else and would have had just as much success, if not more. But here you have somebody with like Nico Montano who, she has trainers, managers that it looks like it's a good system. It looks like, from what I've seen, that they care about her. Nico Montano's most definitely a strong person. She didn't show the toughness and resiliency of a warrior, but I do believe that when it came to Valentina, but I do believe she does have that warrior spirit deep down. She just needs to harness it. So let me bring it back to you, Genesis. So what do you think about Valentina's comments? I understand Valentina, what she said, because she somebody like the Bullet, she doesn't understand, like, what, you weren't ready? You came back,
I mean, of course you're not going to understand, especially for somebody that has been fighting their whole life and never turned down a fight. I wouldn't understand no weak shit from nobody either. I mean, especially from somebody that talk a lot of shit. Then when it comes time to fight, you got all these excuses. So yeah, I'm with Valentina. I don't like that weak shit. You can't run your mouth and then when it comes time to fight, you have all these excuses. I mean, it just don't add up. Either you gonna be tough or you not. You can't be both and be scary. The shit don't add up.
So how many fights would you if you're Nico Montano, what's your plan? What's your, I'd say maybe year plan for going forward the next 365 days? Who are you looking at? Are how many fights you trying to get out? What are you doing to get yourself back in championship contention?
She needs to really be training like every day, all that. I don't know who her next opponent should be, but since she pulled that BS with losing her title and all that, she needs to start from the bottom. So, I mean, I don't know who those opponents should be, but she needs to at least try to get in 3 fights.
Yeah, man. I mean, 3 fights in a year, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. What about you? Let me go to the homie body snatcher.
Yeah, I'm here.
Montano, what are you doing, man? What kind of training regimen are you doing? Are you focus on health, mental health, physical health, rehab? What are you doing to get back into contention, man? Because right now she got people doubting her, and rightfully so. She got people doubting her, and how you gonna, if you're Nico Montano, how you gonna pick up the pieces?
Man, first she brought it on herself while people doubting her, because Valentina basically was preparing for 3 times, and man, she kept making excuses why she can't do this date. Now she pulled out at the last minute, talking about some man, their kidneys failure where she couldn't cut the weight properly and all that. So man, what she really need to do to get herself back right, all right, take a fight even if it ain't no opponent like Valentina. And she really need to win in devastating fashion. And then on top of that is then she need to work her way back up from there and take some good fights and not acting so scary no more, and just take all the tough fights. And even if she do lose, man, at least it showed that you came to fight and you ain't coming down to back down or nothing. Cause she doing like this is making her look bad for MMA, especially if you had a belt too, is making you look even more worse. So she's gonna have to come with the opposite attitude that she had with Valentina. And some more though. That's my thing, is she gonna have to get them fights under her belt, and she gonna have to take and don't turn down no more fights too.
Yeah, and some people might be wondering why I'm asking this question, because see, you've had this kind of misconception that us here, on this Mobcast and a lot of people in the panel, that we don't like Nico Montano. I'm here to tell you right now, and I've said it a billion times, I'll say it a million times again, I want Nico Montano to be as successful as she can be. I want her to reach her full potential. And that's why I ask questions like this, because, I see the talent in her, just like I see talent in all these other people from the jump. What was people like me and Coach and Genesis and everybody else, George and Exe Gaucha and everybody else, man, Rugby. What were we saying? We were saying, look, Joe, if you lose, you lose. If you lose, you lose. You can always come back. You can always come back. The loss doesn't define you. One defeat doesn't define you. It's the journey. The journey is what means something, man. And I think that, it is what it is. I think that Nico Montano, she kind of got caught up in the spotlight. I think it was too much for her. I think that the UFC, I know it was. I know that the UFC, a lot of this is their fault. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of this is their fault because of the way that they built this system with the tough tournament and giving them a belt, right? This person that what most of them had like 2 fights, something like that. A lot of this is Dana White's bald head ass fault, man, for setting her up. But at the same time, she had people coming on here. She had us. She had me, she had you coming on here saying, look, I understand you've dealt with injuries. Nagging injuries are some of the most, it's so debilitating, man. And it's hard for you mentally too. I get it. But You ran out of excuses. You ran out of, you know what I'm saying? You ran out of time, and you got to take this fight. If you lose, but you're going to come out better for it, man. You're going to come out better for it. So, you know, that's why I ask questions like this, because I want Nico to be able to get better. And I believe in her. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Nico can do better, but she's going to have to make some changes. And that's just the way that is, man. Who was next? George? Let me holler at you, George, man. So what are some good fights for Nico going forward in the 125-pound division, man? Hey, George, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, I think you're on mute. Homie. Yeah. Who do you think Nico Matayo should fight going forward?
Well, she might well fight Priscilla Cachiera, or maybe Jesse Rose Clark, or trying to think of maybe Alexis Davis, or her and Sarge finally had their fight. That might be the way to get her a saving grace. You know, her and Sarge fight, and you know, after you know, Valentina beats JJ, you know, those two should fight, and maybe see who get to be the next person to fight Valentina for the title. But what she did by, you know, she pretty much psyched herself out. And
yeah, talk on what she did mentally, man, going into this fight with Valentina and how that messed her up.
Yeah, because she just really psyched herself out. She was talking about how good a fighter she was, and then turn around and talk about, oh, she's gonna knock her out. And then when it came for fight day, she just, I don't know, she lost the courage. I mean, you know, she talked about this fighting spirit, but then if you don't have the spirit, then you shouldn't be fighting. I mean, it was a bit disappointing. This was supposed to be the biggest pay-per-view, especially for women's MMA. You know, it would have been a great pay-per-view if the Lioness did have enough courage to fight Cyborg in that pay-per-view instead of waiting all the way to the end of the year. But you know, Nico, it was an opportunity. You know, do or die. He could be a legend. But the fact was, she chose to, for some other reason, sick. I can't handle it. You know, she let the middle part get her more than the physical. It was all in her head. She could have pushed on, and you know this fight was coming. You should have been prepared. You know, be it an ass whooping or not, you should have been prepared.
Yeah, man, she wasn't ready for it. She wasn't ready for that moment, man. But Coach, man, hey, I'm gonna bring it to you, man, for this next topic, man. Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Valentina Shevchenko, man.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, he not on here.
And that's all good. Hey, man, so what do you think of Genesis? So what do you think about Valentina versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk, man?
It's gonna be a good fight. It really is. This is going to be very entertaining, even though Valentina's gonna win. Like I said before, that's not gonna take anything away from JJ. So I mean, all it is it's just gonna add to her resume. That's about it.
All right, so how do you think that because Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Bojangles fought Valentina Shevchenko a couple of times. They fought in what was it, 2006, 2007, 2008. They were doing kickboxing. And basically Valentina came out and said that her experience in the past fighting her is going to help her, you know, knowing her style, knowing her type of movements, knowing her temperament in the ring. Can you give us a perspective as a fighter, what it's like being able to say, like, you sparred with somebody in the ring before and you've dealt with somebody in that type of combat type of atmosphere? What's it like having already seen somebody, and how does that help you going forward, facing them again?
I mean, Going to get somebody that you already beat 3 times is like you already have a part of them with you. Because I mean, when you defeat somebody over and over and over, you have their number. I mean, whether they change up fighting styles or whatever, you already have a piece of them. So I mean, she already has won the fight, and it's not even here yet. Just for the simple fact she's already beat her 3 times. It's just one of them things where it's like, and I I also said this once before too. It's just certain fighters when you match up with certain people just gonna have your number. It's just gonna be certain people that you can't beat. They're just gonna always outskill you and outmatch you on every level. I mean, that's just something we all have to deal with.
Yeah. So what? So speaking of that, what do you think, Joanna? Because Joanna is the she'll be coming up in weight. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so she has the good striking, she has the the good kicking ability and so on and so forth. But I mean, really, what positives do you think Joanna Jędrzejczyk has coming into this fight?
She actually quicker than Valentina. Them hands come quicker, so I mean, she gonna get in a lot of good licks. And I've been kind of watching her lately too. She been switching up her training stuff too. So now her trainers for the past like I want to say let me see how long it's been since I've been watching her switch up her training camp. I want to say for the past like month or two. Now they training her to where she can fight southpaws now. So that's what they training her for. And she kind of been looking good in her training camp. So I don't know. She might not get the bad ass whooping like we thinking, but she's still gonna take one. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as everybody trying to make it out to be. So
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be. I think Joanna Jędrzejczyk's gonna have some moments, but I'm telling y'all right now,
yeah, she's gonna have some moments.
I think she's gonna get hurt, man. See, the thing with Valentina Shevchenko is this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Go ahead, George.
We see a lot about Bojangles, but we got to give her props that she does have good stand up game, and her takedown defense is pretty good. And I think she's gonna have some moments here and there, kind of like when that fight she had with KK. How KK get that good shot in, and and bust her in the eye. I think there might be moments like that for her against Valentina.
This is the thing. If Bojangles takes this to the ground, man, she's gonna be in trouble. I'm telling you guys right now, she's gonna be in trouble. At the same time, she does have athleticism. She moves around real good. But at first, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was saying to myself, if she has a lot of volume, a lot of output, that could maybe keep Valentina Shevchenko off of her. But at the same time, man, Valentina Shevchenko is a counter puncher. And I mean, moving up in weight, dealing with Valentina Shevchenko's strength, man, I don't know. I don't know, but I do think that she's going to have some good spots in the fight. Let me bring it to my brother XA Goucher, man. What do you think Joanna Jędrzejczyk should do to be able to beat Valentina Shevchenko in this fight?
Ooh, that's
Pull off a miracle.
Or do you think that she can beat her whatsoever at all?
I mean,
I don't see it.
No, I don't. Be honest though, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Um, but like I said, I'm actually interested to fight, but I just don't see. Joanna pull off the victory, man. I just don't see it. Just after just losing her invisible aura, I just don't see it, man.
She needs if she can get. Go ahead, John.
What were we saying?
If she can get in a lucky shot at the most, I don't think she has knockout power, but something where she can get Valentina down and maybe give her a choke or in a triangle or something like that. That's a possibility. But Valentina, she has better ground game. She has top level ground game. So like I said, I just don't really see what she can do. She probably give Valentina a hard time in a tough fight. But I don't see her winning this fight. If she do, it's by a miracle or by slim luck or dumb luck.
She gonna have to. I think she gonna have to. You know, she's been awfully quiet, man. I think Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she gonna have to start talking trash, start talking some shit. She gonna have to really just try and get into. I'm not saying she's gonna be successful in it, you know, but I think in order for her to be able to, I think she's gonna have to be able to. She's gonna have to get into Valentina's head. She's gonna have to try to, man. I don't think that it's gonna be because neither of these fighters really have knockout power, man. Valentina Shevchenko, she really doesn't have knockout power, and you know what's her name? Bojangles really doesn't have it either. They're both more accumulation type people. Valentina on one hand is more of a counter puncher, and if she can submit you and so on and so forth, and Joanna on the other hand is, you know, she's just gonna jab you and kick you to death, man. So honestly, I think this fight's probably gonna go probably to, you know, unanimous decision. It's gonna probably go to a decision. But
the big question is, you know, if JJ do win the title, would she stay as the flyweight? You know, she wants a shot at Rose again, but you know, you're gonna give her a second shot because a third shot because she already lost twice. It's kind of the same situation with Claudia Gadelha. Claudia lost twice to her, so they wouldn't give her a third shot. And then, you know, and the big question is, when is they kind of drag it out. I know Rose, she had issues with her neck, and I think they already had that surgery, whatever done. They should go ahead and plan the fight for either the first of the new year or around about February.
who are you talking about?
I was talking about Rose and Jessica Andrade.
Oh yeah.
That's really a fight that I think that needs to be go ahead and set up and started. You know, I know Rose had to get some issues with her neck. She has to take care of that first. And I think when she's better and she's more medically cleared, I think she should go ahead and start planning that fight. Because, like I said, right now, you know, you got Jessica kind of like Cyborg, and she's kind of like Valentina. She can't sit around a whole year without fighting. I think she had more fights. The sad truth about it, she had more fights this year than Valentina and Cyborg. I think, you know, this fight coming up in December is going to be Valentina's second fight. First fight coming up in the same month, and these are women fighting off the side, you know, because one problem is Nico, she hold up the title. Another problem is they can't find nobody to fight Cyborg.
Hey, you there?
Yo, General, I want to ask you a question.
Yes,
Yo,
sure.
General, I want to ask you a question. To go back to the Conor McGregor thing. We all know last week Conor McGregor has signed a new 8-fight deal with the UFC. I mean, I have no problem with the guy going out there and make his money, but I just want to say this: if he loses to Khabib in 2 more weeks, do you think that he will retire and basically will try to get out of that in his new contract? Because basically, if he loses to Khabib in a very horrible way, I think that Conor McGregor he would just not be the same. I mean, you could see it that he's not being the same anymore after after Floyd basically took away his momentum. You guys think that he will retire if he lose in a very nasty way to Khabib in 2 more weeks? What do you guys think about that?
I think.
Hey, man.
Go
Go ahead, George.
ahead. I'm gonna say this. Fuck that Lucky Challenge, motherfucker. I mean, he probably got like 50, 40 million, and then he give his cut to the UFC and pay his taxes. He's still sitting on a good, cool 20 some million, left out of that. So I think he retired the way he wants. He got the money to do it.
Talking about he blew through that money, baby.
Yeah.
All that money is gone, baby. What you talking about?
Yeah, I think
Back to square one. That money that he made with Mayweather, he should have been smart and made a business move with that. But instead, he was fucking ignorant, and he blew through that money. That's gone, George.
you know, I think the type of dude Conor McGregor is, I think he'd actually be better off if he lost the fight. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if he loses to Khabib, I think he has the, it's that underdog thing about him that he'll actually come back and he'll actually, he'll get back in shape, and he'll be able to, do a few more fights and then maybe just he'll be done with it. But I think that if he beats Khabib, I think he's done, man. I think that he'll probably just do boxing or something like that, because you can already see with Conor McGregor now, like Genesis was saying, like, he's doing all this crazy stuff. And, look, hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I was one of the first people that said, yeah, I think he on something, man. When he went on that mob attack, throwing dollies. And
that was so crazy too. Not to even cut you off, he keep getting into it. He keep getting into it with all these boxers. Like, everybody else not gonna play with you like Floyd. Them men are going to knock his ass the fuck out. They not gonna play with him.
But yeah, but you see, the thing is, he'll get fucked up, but he gonna get rich doing it, man. That's the, what I'm saying. He just had Keith Thurman call him out, man. Now, fuck Keith Thurman. But I mean,
Thurman go tax the shit out that ass. Forget the money. What about your brain?
Yeah. Let me add on to this real quick. What Genesis saying, like, all them other boxers ain't gonna play with him. Man, especially my boy Earl Spence. Oh man.
Hell no.
Shots. Oh, he really ain't gonna want that smoke with him.
And look, and I know how Earl Spence coming, because we from the same state. And all the boxers, and no offense to no other boxers.
Texans ain't no joke.
The Charlo boys and Wolf, Earl Spence.
Oh yeah.
We do not
forgot.
We have that.
There used to be a saying about it. I remember this, one of my favorite movies coming up was Full Metal Jacket, and there was a part in the movie, so the guy said, where Texas used to be saying there was a home of either of steers and queers. Which one are you? That's what the guy said.
Yeah.
Oh no, I hear you go crazy shit. Come on now,
man. One thing about Conor McGregor, as far as a boxing ring, he don't throw his punches right. He good for the MMA, but boxing, it's like he do arm punches though. Them arm punches ain't gonna work. You gotta sit down and use that body weight.
Yeah, man. I mean, coach pretty much.
And the problem with McGregor, he don't understand that Floyd hold that fight up because he knew that he could probably beat him in by the second or third round, maybe the fourth round. And he did the same thing with Cyborg did with Holly Holmes. They wanted to have a good show, so she just held back because she could have swamped Holly Holmes by the second or third round, but I think she held back a little bit. And he fought somebody like Canelo or Keith Thurman or Earl Spence or, even even something like Manny Pacquiao. They probably just put him out to sleep.
I mean, if I was McGregor, I'd probably just see. That's what threw me off about his contract with the UFC. I mean, if I fight, beat Khabib, I'm chilling off of the MMA. Honestly, I'm chilling off of that. I'll do a couple exhibitions and, I'll ride off into the sunset, man. But the problem is, and like I was saying, that coach pretty much summed it up. I can tell looking at Conor McGregor that he's doing some destructive stuff right now, man. And honestly, he's another one. If he doesn't, get his stuff together, man, he's gonna be out of here. It's just, he getting into arguments with, the Irish mafia or whatever in Ireland and throwing dollies through windows and going to jail and all this crazy stuff. And then what makes it worse is that Dana White just came out and said basically that he lets Conor McGregor get away with stuff. And we all know that. We all know that. And if he continues to do that, then, he's just going to continue allowing Conor McGregor to be Conor McGregor.
You know what? I do want to see Khabib get his ass whipped though, because I kind of agree with Mary Thomas. Like, it is annoying because to me he never really take no hard fights. I mean, in my mind, he don't take no real hard fights to me. So I mean, it's time for somebody to beat that ass.
Yeah, it's levels to this, man. It's levels to this. I think he's fought some decent people, but at the same time, like I was saying before, he hasn't fought anybody on Conor McGregor's level. He gonna
That's what
come
I'm
and
saying.
he
He's
gonna get
able
covered.
to pick and choose his
I
fights.
I think
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Cyborg got a better chance than a boxer. I mean, if she fight like Cecilia Brækhus or maybe Callie Reese or who else was in the women's division that she
It's a
probably
lot. It's
can
a
make
lot of
some.
people.
Yeah, she has a better shot as a female boxer than Conor has as a male boxer. She's been training and working. He really put up. He does have that boxing. I mean, he does have a boxing background, but it was still kind of amateur, and he never put enough work in to really you know. He just either forgot what he learned when he switched to MMA, or he just don't even try as hard as he should.
Yeah, I mean, see, the difference between Cyborg and Conor McGregor is this. See, Cyborg was on the street, and I'm not saying that Conor McGregor didn't have a rough upbringing and this and that. But see, while Conor McGregor's throwing those arm punches in the ring, Cyborg is throwing hands.
She sure was.
Cyborg is throwing hands. Cyborg was going toe to toe with Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the, if not the number one pound for pound in women's boxing right now, man. And even though to me, would you have a disagreement?
No, I'm just listening to you. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
like, what? I was just like, what?
Man, Carissa gonna get beat one of these days soon.
Man, look.
Why you think so?
You know
Man,
what?
How you
she
think
good
she's gonna
at
be called?
calling and throwing her hands, but man, like Coach even said yesterday, I agree with him. He said a boxer puncher gonna beat her. Like somebody that know how to really box and got pop and go to her body and tire her out or anything like that. It's just maybe they ain't find her yet, but man, there's some holes in her game that she could fix. I mean, she good at putting the pressure on people, and she fast and she athletic pretty much, but she got some holes to fill up still.
I mean, my thing is with her, and I respect my fellow boxer. We're not in the same division yet, but no, for real, it's the truth. We're not in the same division yet, but I just feel like she hasn't fought nobody that's bringing the heat. Think about all them fights. Tori Nielsen, there was an easy fight. No offense to her, salute to my older, boxer sister out there, Frey Sean Crew. There was an easy fight. I mean, she was like way more aggressive than me, towards Frey Sean. She's not a pressure fighter, so to me, that was easy. Then when she fought the other girl, what was her name? Erica, then Hannah Gabriel. To me, that was a 50-50 fight. I mean, so I just feel like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
gotta
know,
go
but
watch that.
the world making her feel like she better than Layla Ali. She keeps saying that over and over, which I feel that's very disrespectful. Cause I don't even see her on that level yet. But hey, if that's how she feel.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Shields is she a dog, man, and the thing with dogs is that when you get into that fight, man, sometimes that the strategy and the discipline go out the window, man. And when she throwing those flurries, I mean, y'all are right. I mean, she can be beat. I'm not saying that she can't be beat. I'm just saying, like right now, I think that she is at her peak. But I mean, if she does go up against an opponent that can counter her, she can get caught. She can get caught. As far as Layla Ali, nah, I don't know about that, but what I'm saying, she got to get past Aaron Wolf first, Genesis.
What you mean? And Wolf is in my division. She would have to. She would have to go up. She would have to go up to light heavyweight.
The problem was with Layla, she didn't take the opportunity to make herself a legend when she had a chance to fight Ann Wolf.
Baby,
she could have been legend. I mean, it could have been
George,
it could have been the same level.
She had 3 different
What?
chances.
What?
She did.
She had 3 different chances to fight Ann Wolf. She ain't want that smoke because she know good and damn well. And That was a lose situation for her, and was gonna tax the shit out that ass. It
Yeah,
wasn't no way
but
she
you know
was
what?
gonna win it.
I knew that. I had no doubt that she was going to get past Ann Wolf, but it would have made her more of a legend. She took her on because that would have been her like the equivalent of when her father fought Ken Norton.
Yeah,
That could have been her Ken Norton. You know, but she chose to take in the like
them
her
easy
either her,
fights.
both I think both her and her management decided, oh, it's not worth it. But that could have been a real big money fight. That could have been, tell you the truth to me, that could have been the first fight that could have had like HBO for women.
I think that
Yeah.
Layla Ali definitely was strategic with her career. I think it's two things. I think one, the competition. I'm not saying that there wasn't competition, but it's like kind of like the who are the two brothers that were heavyweights, the Klitschko type of thing. But at the same time, she was very strategic with her career. Like people they want to rewrite history, but I mean, she did, duck some fights. She did. You know what I'm saying?
She ducked another
But
fighter, I think
I don't know.
Sharika Robinson or something. I forget, was it Sharika Robinson? I can't
I
remember
think
her.
so.
I
Yep.
mean, one time they were doing
She didn't want that either.
press, huh?
I say she ain't want that smoke either.
I think they were doing a press interview. They started like fighting on stage. Like the time her and Christy Martin were posing fighting on stage. And Christy Martin, that was kind of like the kind of like if you compare it to like Joe Louis fighting Rocky Marciano. She was out of her league. You know,
Mm.
and then you remember Christy Martin. She wanted to fight Lashina Riker, but I think a better rivalry would have been her and Mia St. John.
Right,
Mm.
right. Let me ask you guys this. And I'm transitioning a little bit, man. You've had some rumblings around. People have been talking about like a potential fight between like down the line between like a Woodley and McGregor. Genesis, do you think that'd be a? I mean, honestly, I'd watch that fight. I would. I'd definitely watch that fight, man.
Yeah, yeah, I watch it.
Okay, so what do you think about that? Like, what do you think Woodley would bring to the table that you think he could get him?
Hell yeah, he can get him because you know what? Woodley's gonna go in there serious, and he's going to make this fight like this is the last fight of his life. And everybody always downplaying him. I don't like the shit he did with letting the boy use the N word. But other
Right.
than that, to me, he's amazing, and that's my people, and I'm gonna stand behind him. And he's always the underdog. And I just feel like he would tax the shit out of McGregor ass because McGregor not gonna take it seriously. He's just so stuck on himself. He's not going to take it seriously. But Tyrone beats that ass.
Yeah, man. I think that this is one person that can really counter what McGregor brings to the table. I do. Uh, I just think that like that Willie's that one dude, man, and I think that's definitely a money fight. Like that goes without saying. Woodley McGregor is a money fight. It is,
Uh,
and that would be the main reason why the UFC would make that happen. It's for the, but I think
Nah,
that
everybody wants to see me
But
kick Covington's ass first, even though I am injured. But I won't be able to make the UFC 230 card, but I will be back this year. So maybe early next year, the UFC could set up that fight between me and Covington, and I'll kick his ass. And after I kick his ass, then I'll kick Conor McGregor's ass as well. So stay tuned.
you heard it here,
well,
folks.
one
You
thing with
heard
Kobe,
Yo, you sound just like
Kobe,
Woodley every time, man. Yeah, I think it'd be a good fight though between McGregor and Woodley. To me, I mean, Woodley got hands too, but man, it's like his strength is on the ground and McGregor, is standing up. So man, it'll be a good fight overall. I think Woodley got it though, because he
uh,
on tired as
to me,
either.
to me
Yeah, I mean,
right now, kind of like Kobe Covington, he's kind of irrelevant now because he no longer have his interim title. Didn't they strip him of his title? So he's kind of irrelevant. So he's
uh-huh.
just fighting just to fight, you know. And I think didn't Ty Wine called out GSP
GSP don't want to fight. He don't want that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
I think GSP
Yeah,
probably be a better opponent for him, but I don't think he has interest in
GSP
fighting
said he don't want to
Taiwan.
fight, y'all.
Yeah, GSP's a little bit ahead. He's before my time, but I've been doing some research on him, man, and he's he's a beast, man. I don't know how old he is though, but I didn't know Tyron Woodley's like 36 years old, man.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I guess if did you hear why GSP didn't want to? Is he not just fighting at all, or?
The thing is, though,
I think
the thing is, though, he's scared to fight me because I possess the power to knock him out. That's why GSP moved up to the 185 division to take on Michael Bisping because Michael Bisping was an easy fight for him. GSP knows that I possess the power to stop him, and he knows that if he took a loss to me, that will pretty much will destroy his legacy. So that's why he went and took an easy route, won the 185 division, then he vacated. So like I said, GSP don't want the smoke with me.
Man, you got that Tyron Woodley, man, down
You're
pat.
so funny. You funny as shit. You ought to be.
Yo, yeah, he is funny as hell with it. You sound just like his ass.
You're a
The one I can do good, even though this is it's a boxing, man, with Adrian Broner, be like, you know me, I'm gonna fight whoever come around me, man. You know I'm AB, I'm the best, man.
But you sound like more like
Yeah,
you sound like more like Kevin Hart doing Adrian Broner.
Yeah, no. This he got that high pitched squeaky voice.
Man,
And
Floyd.
he sound like he lost when he talking because he be like,
He should be. My mama told me to tell you.
Lord have mercy.
Floyd Mayweather ass, man.
The thing is just that
sound like he just stuck and
that's a big
can't get his
reason why.
words out. Floyd sound like he's stuck and can't get his words out. You know I'm TBE. And that's the best ever.
You know what? I think a lot of them boxers are stupid. They ain't finished school, and I think a lot of them are mentally retarded because they sound so fucking dumb in interviews, and they sound so illiterate. You know what? Seriously, y'all, I'm saying something serious. Like a lot of them sound like fucking fifth graders when they doing interviews. How are you a successful man and you're supposed to be this pillar for boxing and all these upcoming fighters, but you sound ignorant and dumb as fuck in interviews?
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I remember as a kid.
I'm so tired of my people sounding ignorant. This fucking interviews, they need to get their shit together. They need a fucking speech coach or something.
Speech coach.
Oh my gosh, Genesis, my cousin is like that.
Girl, I hate that shit.
Great fighter.
When he's posting on Facebook, I don't understand a damn word he's saying.
Yeah, really. And you know what's so crazy, girl?
I remember talking like you're not like he tries to act like a thug, and he's always saying thug like stuff on Facebook. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Speak English.
That's
Ruby Queen.
And you know
I didn't even realize you was in there.
And the black boxers, they're the only ones to get on the interviews and sound ignorant and stupid as fuck. No other race do interviews in boxing and sound dumb and illiterate. I need them bitches to get their shit together.
Grammar.
What they got to get us.
I remember,
man, they got to get they need promoters. Because they be saying some stupid stuff. I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's been boxers that some of the OGs in the LDBC talked to, and they didn't even know. Some of the OGs knew more about their voluntaries and like the system. They knew more than them. I'm keeping it real. They knew more about the voluntary and all the rules and bylaws. They knew more about that than some of these boxers themselves, man, because they don't put in the work to be able to. It's crazy, man. But we got Rubby.
I'm telling you, they need a fucking speech coach. Everybody that want to be an athlete and you want to get up there and talk shit on interviews, you need a speech coach instead of sounding dumb. It sounded like a fucking.
They sound uneducated. I'll put it that way.
I remember someone as a kid that we had Bone Crusher Smith come to our middle school and talk to us, and Bone Crusher Smith supposed to been the college educated fighter, but he I don't know what college he went to.
Oh, Bone Crusher Smith. Oh, that's old school, man.
Yeah. And these guys now, they be like, I mean, and like Floyd, I mean, they get to the point where they start sounding like Rocky Balboa. Hey, yo, Adrian. I mean, they can't put two words in front of themselves, and
Man.
and I think some of it from being punch drunk.
Yeah, one time it was somebody who was stuttering. One of my people I was messing with, it was in the summertime, right? I said, damn, dude, it's going to take you by the time you get your words, it's going to be Christmas. And it was in the summertime. And that's what I said about Floyd. I'm like, damn, by the time he get his words out,
yeah, man,
be unhappy. Just because he takes so long to say a sentence sometime, we'd be like, but, fuck Money Mayweather all day.
Some of these fighters, they're going to have to get some people to represent them, man, because they're not doing it right. They're not doing it right. And that's why this, the LD MMA scene, man, we're not letting this stuff that's going on in boxing come over here, man. We're not letting this boxing politics and all the BS corruption come over here. Right now, I mean, there's issues with the UFC, but, for the most part, the best fight the best. And, all this diva mentality, BS going on in boxing cannot come over. I'm not going to let it come over to the MMA. I'm not at all.
Well, General say it's too late. A guy like Conor McGregor, the Kobe Covingtons, and these other clowns, they already bring it in. I mean, it's once you get that, once you get that taste of being a diva, you don't want to change. One time you wouldn't have a problem drinking water from a tap, but now you got to drink puree from France.
Yep, some of these dudes. I mean,
sparkling water.
They get a little, and I want people to get as much money as they can. I want them to have success, but a lot of these cats, man, they get a little money, they get a little taste of money, and then they think they Ali or something, man. You ain't Ali.
They look like somebody like, I remember, was it Rocky, the Rolling Stones, when they had done a concert, they told in their back room for you to have the little concessions, they told get rid of all the green M&Ms. That's gonna be the point where these guys gonna be going to like these talk shows and stuff. Say, hey, don't put orange M&Ms in the bowl, or don't serve me Aquafina. I like Perrier.
And it's like these dudes be arguing over, man, and I mess with the Charlos and stuff like that, but some of these dudes, they be arguing about like $3 million purses and stuff like that. Like, dude, if you count inflation in the 80s, man, Sugar Ray Leonard was making 10 times, not 10 times, but 35 million, plus. Those purses that Sugar Ray Leonard was making in the 80s. These dudes aren't even touching that, man, because the fans aren't going to pay for it, man. The fans aren't going to deal with that. They're not going to deal with the BS. They always want to talk about boxing and business. Duh. We know it's a business because we're paying for the fights. How the hell you going to tell, boxing's a business? You understand? Bro, I'm paying for it. I know it's a business. Nobody knows more about the business side than the fans.
I think one person that aggravates me about the business thing is K. Diddy, Sean Porter's daddy, Kenny Porter. I mean, with his LL Cool J, Kango, Nino Brown looking, did Nino Brown died in the movie? I mean, that's what killing it, That's the one thing. You don't see as many, boxers' fathers get involved in the business part, because generally, hate to say it, most of them have a father. They take care of the mother. But this guy, I think he's the reason. It's like he's the new millennium Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Joe Jackson.
Yeah, and when he had to get called out because Kenny Porter was being disrespectful to boxing fans. He was trying to call boxing fans broke. He was trying to be disrespectful, and it is what it is. But they are saying that that Porter's going to fight Spence next. So I'm a step back. I ain't gonna say nothing, and we'll see what happens. He's a man. I'm gonna take him. Take the man at his word, and we'll see. But yeah, he did. And they wanted to get mad at us. They wanted to get mad at Ticket for calling it out, talk about he's emotional and this and that. When they didn't have no idea the history between these two, they had no idea this has been going on for years between the Porters and Ticket and stuff like that. And people wanted to come on and talk about, you just emotional stuff like that. Well, was Kenny Porter emotional when he was calling fans broke just for wanting his son, just for asking if his son's going to fight Spence, if he's going to fight somebody? Come on, man. So, yeah. It is what it is. But, I heard on 7-8 on Trill Boxing, that I guess, Spence will be fighting, Porter will be fighting Spence. Now, the question is when that's going to happen, but, I'll hold him to it and we'll see what happens, man. But I am not going to let this BS come into MMA. I'm not. It's just no. It's too much diva shit. You got these lame-ass boxers bragging about $3 million. 80.
Right, though.
Not to say that's not a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but it's peanuts compared to what they were doing, even in the 90s, man.
Yeah, some of them was making like 20 million in the 90s and stuff. For certain of them, like Tyson, Holyfield made way more than 3 million. Man, list could go on. But yeah, man. But like you said with the Spence and Sean Porter thing, man, I'm just sitting back. I can't say Sean Porter scary yet until I see more evidence. Until I see evidence, then that's when I could go in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the problem. One that's spending the money is not really much Sean, it's his daddy. I mean, you should anything. You should be like trying to say, son, let's say a little something because you know what, not gonna be boxing forever, and then you might want to have something when the day comes when let's invest into something. Let's put into the stock market. Let's put into a business. Let's put something where we can get our money back. So when your days is boxing over, all you gotta do is do old school Joe Louis. Shake hands at casinos and say hi to people, and something like that. But a lot of these guys want to keep fighting to the point where they end up being like guys like like Ali. He was fighting past his prime, and several other fighters like Holyfield. He kept fighting. He was fighting to keep up child support payments. It's just that. It's just the fight game has just changed. That's why I don't really watch boxing anymore. I don't really keep up like I used to. The guys that were in there, that were fighting, most of them are one and done. The Floyd Mayweathers, Roy Jones, Tyson, Lennox Lewis turned 10 to running because he barely beat Klitschko. And instead of, hey, let's have a rematch, he said, you know what, mate, I'm going to retire.
Yeah, man, it's
Riddick Bowe, but he did the GDR thing for GDR did it because you're scared of Lennox Lewis. He beat you in the Olympics like 10, 15 years ago. Look past that.
Yeah, right though. Man, I know that's probably off topic a little bit, but I'm just making it just so we can laugh a little bit. Man, I know if y'all seen that AJ projecting fight, I was like, this dude got some BB knots in his head. Like, yo, y'all notice like, dude, head looked like some BB knots. Like, something just went up and went crazy.
Dude don't brush his hair, man.
Nappy ass head of his.
His AJ crazy ass. He saw Deontay Wilder wearing a do-rag, and he started wearing the do-rag. Man, this dude.
Yeah, he a big ass follower. He gonna be a big ass follower to get knocked out.
AJ ass look like BB King out there, man.
BB King, nappy head BB King.
Man, Anthony Joshua.
Hey, General, brothers.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, brothers. Yeah, I want to ask you guys a question. This is more or less a boxer transfer over to MMA. Now, we all know about Deontay Wilder versus for December 1st. Now, once Deontay Wilder's start shit out, we all know that Deontay Wilder will not have a fight because most guys will duck him. Do you brothers think that he can transfer over to MMA, learn how to a little bit of grappling? Do you guys think he'll have a good success over there? What do you guys think about that?
That's a good question. I mean, you know, with Deontay Wilder's athleticism and physicality, man, he might even be even shoot. He might mess around and be even better at MMA. You never know because that's the type of man he is. That's the type of animal he is. That's the type of dude he is. With the physical
one thing, it's hard to transition.
No, it is, and it'd be tough. And he's older now.
Because you remember, you look at what happened with James Toney when he went to fight Randy Couture. If he's not learning the basics like kicking, striking, you get the striking part. But you have to punch a different way than compared to MMA, and then you have to put in. You need your BJJ, you need your wrestling. You need so many components because you just can't look what happened with Kimbo. He came in there, but all he was just straight up street fighter, and he just didn't transition well. I mean, I know Dana White liked him. He didn't like that guy, Roy Nelson, because he looked like he was a tubby, fat, overweight guy. But Roy Nelson had more of the balance of an MMA fighter. Even though he had the look of it, he just had the skills. And with Kimbo, he just didn't have enough materials to be an MMA fighter. That's why they dropped him from UFC after 1 or 2 fights. He just wasn't. He was too old for the other stuff. That's why it's best that when you start MMA, you got to start young. You got to start in martial arts. You got to do a little like with the it was the Shinto sisters. They were like little girls when they started, and you build their way up. They learn. But when you get to that point where you like about 30, 40, it's no.
Yeah.
It's no way how you fight, and then you try to learn something new. It's gonna take a while for you to catch. So you're gonna make mistakes. And that's the one thing. I think a lot of boxers should stay where they are, and same thing with a lot of MMA fighters. If you were a boxer and you want to go back to boxing, that's okay. But if you just studied mostly a lot of martial arts and not enough boxing, you're not gonna last long.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Yeah, that's why with me, I ain't going in the ring. I'm sticking with I'm not going in the cage. I'm just sticking with the ring.
Yeah. See, the issue is that, it's always better to start young, always. But see, what the problem with a lot of fighters have today is that, they want everything now, but they don't want to put in the work for it, man. And it's like these guys fight once a year, if that. Keith Thurman, he's basically had like a 2-year layout that Floyd had, man.
It's about to be 2 years real soon. Because last time he fought was March 2017. Yeah, that's 2 years coming up. That's only a few months to be 2 years, yeah.
Their opportunities are slipping out of their hands, right in front of them. Wilder started late. He did, but see, the difference with Wilder was that he knew, he said, see it, believe it, achieve it, man. And that's what he did. And he had to go at accelerated pace, and that's why people talk about, his form and this and that. What happened? Did the guy get knocked out? Did Wilder win? Okay, then shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk all this BS about Wilder's form and this and that, but nobody want to fight him. You want to talk all this stuff about Wilder's technique, but everybody that want to get into the ring with him, test positive. I'll tell you what. Wilder. If I was Wilder, look, he could do anything. But if I'm Wilder, man, I'm happy. I heard that he not worried about Joshua no more. Great.
Yeah, he moved on to Joshua, bitch.
Yep. Go get that 50 ball. Even if you don't get 50, he beat Tyson. Yeah.
Hey, yo, General.
Now he fought the guy. He fought the guy Povetkin last weekend.
Povetkin, PED Vetkin.
That was his name, Povetkin. I don't know. I forgot the E win or something. Or okay, so right now you beat that guy. go ahead and wait and see between Tyson Fury and Wilder and fight either one of them? Or do you have the Stones, mate? I mean, it's just a sad part because like Coach, he mentioned the generation scared thing. I remember I was on YouTube watching this fight. It was two guys, it was a heavyweight fight, and they're about to start, and the one dude just walked out of the ring. He walked out of the ring. I mean, it's crazy. That, hey, you're a boxer. You're about to go. You know, this is your job. This is where you make money. This is how you pay your bills. And you're about to fight this guy, and you just walk out of the ring. That's just as bad with the shit that Nico did.
I only roll.
I know I saw it. I forgot the name of it, but I forgot the name of the guys. But he just walked out of the ring. Just when the referee was giving the rules and everything, the guy just turned around and just ran tail. It's just people were booing. I mean, I'm surprised he went out with pitchforks and torches.
Yeah. And I'm telling you what, man, and that's why I'm so adamant. Coach is so adamant. We're also adamant about not letting this diva ass stuff get into MMA, man. Because look what happened with boxing. I mean, look. Okay, so HBO's done now. HBO's done with boxing, and many of us predicted this. Coach did. So many other brothers in the LDBC did. For so many years, they wanted to hype up, nothing against them, but they wanted to hype up Eastern European fighters and shit on American fighters, shit on black fighters, and now they're gone. HBO's, they're done with. And, some of the brothers made, they made some good points. Let's not celebrate too much, man, because if these fighters of today don't step up, if they don't step up, then this could be the last bubble when it comes to boxing. It could be. It definitely could be. I can name on one hand the number of fighters that I respect when it comes to boxing. On one hand. There's only a couple.
HBO is dropping boxing?
Yeah, I agree with that, General, man. It's only a very few, man, I can really respect, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach back on here. The interview went good, I know. I was on for a little bit to watch. I was going back and forth both.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to compromise. Coach. I was like, so I wasn't trying to compromise. Yeah, it was the only time she could meet with me, so I was like, oh, man.
Yeah,
that's respectful. We understand that. I went back and forth myself, too. On my phone, I'm back and forth. I'm talking to you on my phone, and I'm on my computer looking at some of the interview, and I was posting stuff, too. Yeah. But Coach, how do you feel about the way the state of boxing is now? You being in the fight game yourself in the past.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Yeah, it was kind of funny, man, that we were saying that HBO would go under, right? When it comes to boxing. See, we were saying it, but it's kind of telling though, man, that a big major network like HBO would drop boxing like that. And then, now you start to wonder, okay, well, if Showtime, if they don't get their stuff together, okay, if ESPN, Top Rank, DAZN, if they don't get their stuff together, the same thing is going to happen, okay? The exact same thing is going to happen. And we'll get to the point where these fights, boxers, they won't be making these paydays. And I think the fighters, they've lost sight of this, because they want to give us these fights, man. You got guys now that they're not making videos about boxing. And I mean, guys, be honest, this is one of the reasons why I started talking MMA, because it's like in boxing, we talk a lot of fantasy matchups, it's a lot of beef, fantasy matchup videos, but there are no like prediction fights, breakdowns, because people are not doing them because we know the fights ain't happening. There are also not enough videos where people talking about post-fight analysis, but there's not enough because the fights ain't happening. You got these guys, okay, they're coming into their young 20s, man. And in 5-6 years, these guys are out of their prime because they're fighting one time a year. They may fight twice a year if you're lucky. So these guys don't even get a chance to build a brand. They got the Mayweather effect, but they don't know that Floyd Mayweather fought, in some years, 5 and 6 times in a year when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He fought all the time, and these guys, they're not wanting to do that. Boxing, to me, is in trouble. It's funny, man, because I'm glad that Jim Lampley, with his racist ass, they off the air. I'm glad, because what they want to do is big up these Eastern European fighters They don't want to big up these American fighters. They built their whole network instead of going from the Mike Tysons, you know, and the Tommy Hearns and the Michael Spinkses and all. See, HBO done had some stars, man. They done had a lot of stars on HBO. And it's like you went from that to letting Larry Merchant and Jim Lampley completely tear down your platform. Like you got Larry Merchant, man, you know, harassing the fighters after the fight, talking junk, and if the fight, like it's amazing, man. When some fighters they took tough fights and they won, and if Larry Merchant didn't approve of the fight, he would get in there and harass these fighters. And see, I lost it when Larry Merchant he went in there and he was mocking Devin Alexander's speech, like right on the air after the interview. He was sitting there mocking his speech and he thought it was funny. Then he went on there and he antagonized Floyd.
I still at the time when he did that shit to Floyd Mayweather. Yeah,
he antagonized.
Talk about we told him like he shit.
Yeah, he antagonized Floyd, man. He antagonized him to the point where you made Floyd Mayweather erupt. So now we're looking at the state of boxing. The state of boxing right now, to me, is not in a great place. So what's going to have to happen, man? These networks, Showtime, Skybox, The Zone, okay, you know, I said Showtime. Or see, these networks and ESPN, they're going to have to put on some fights because see, the difference is between them and the UFC. We don't like, you know, some of the politics. I don't like some of the racism in the UFC. But what I will say is that what do you see when you come to our channels? We doing UFC videos and MMA videos. We got post-fight analysis. We got prediction videos. One thing that Dana White and they got it correct. They know how to make money. They're not fighter friendly because the fighters don't make jack. But the fans, we get what we want to see. That's why the UFC, the infrastructure of the UFC, they may lose money, but they're not going to take a massive loss because they're putting out a good product. Boxing don't do that, man. There's no organization in boxing. It's unorganized, okay? You don't know who the champions are. You know, if you're hardcore like me, I know all the champions in a division, but you got 5 guys in the same division that's a champion. See, that don't make sense. And when you go to the UFC or you go to any MMA organization, you know who the champion is in every division. Even the casual fans, they know who the champions are in that one division. But in boxing, people don't know. Casual fans can't get behind it. And then, you know, casual fans don't even know these new generation fighters because they don't fight enough. See, back in the day, we knew who Tommy the Hitman Hearns were, okay? We knew who Mike Tyson was, Spinks was. I mean, we knew who Ernie Shavers was. That's back old school dude. We knew who George Foreman. We knew who George Foreman was. Okay, we knew these guys because these guys they were always fighting. Okay, they always fought. We knew who Lennox Lewis was. We knew who Buster Douglas. Okay, we knew these guys. Because every time you turn your TV on, they're on the TV. Ray Leonard. Okay, Leonard, Duran, Hagler. They were all on TV. We saw them.
Shannon Briggs,
the Klitschko's. I mean, all of them, man, they fought all the time. But now these dudes a bunch of hoes. And I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna drop the mic. You got whole time Sean Porter. You know, talking about when Errol Spence got in the ring with him. He talking about you don't see no fear in my eyes. Oh yeah. We definitely want this fight. And now Sean Porter don't want to fight Errol Spence. Okay, you got Danny Garcia. You know, they don't want nothing to do with Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford. You got Keith Thurman, you know, with his old El DeBarge ponytail. You know, this guy he pretty importantly said, I'm not fighting Errol Spence this year. I ain't fighting him next year. You know, he ain't on my to-do list. Like, what the hell, man? What the hell is it? Are you guys fighters? Nah, man, you know, it's got to make business sense. It's got to make business sense. You know, man, come on. The UFC done already proved, man, that you can actually make something work if you give the fans what they want. People are going to support it. Now you got fight fans, they streaming fights, man. You got fight fans not even tuning in anymore. And then, you know, you trying to pull in this usher of new fans. Well, we got an usher of a bunch of sissy fans that condone this whole Anthony Joshua deal, him not fighting Wilder. You got a lot of fans that condone that. They defend that. They defend it. Like they're okay with Joshua not fighting Wilder. Wait, why? But I thought we want the best fight the best. Oh, well, you know, Wilder ain't fought nobody. Well, I mean, Joshua, who the fuck is Joshua fought? I mean, he fought Klitschko. They both fought an old man. So neither one of them ain't got an impressive resume, but you can't tell that to these stupid, some of these dumb UK fans. You can't tell that to them. You can't say nothing to them
Because no, Wild ain't faulting about it. Well, Josh ain't faulting about it. Nah, man, see, yes, where you wrong, man. You hating. Why am I hating? I just want to see him fight. I'd be like, dude, do you want to see the fight with your bitch ass? Do you want to see the fight? That's how I feel with boxing. It's frustrating, man. That's why I don't man, you know what? I rolled the dice with my channel. I rolled the dice with my channel because I had a really good boxing channel. Like honestly, you know, my boxing channel was it was good. But I rolled the dice and said, you know, I'm frustrated with boxing. And so I went through my whole channel. I mean, I did. I offended some of my fans who come to me for boxing talk. You know, I don't get many views on boxing videos anymore because people don't think I'm making videos like that. But the thing of it is, man, boxing was not giving me what I needed, man. I needed to be engaged and be a fight fan again. I needed to. And I'm passionate about that. Rugby Queen, I saw you. I'll let you let this. I'm passionate about it because this is where I started, y'all. And many of you started making boxing videos. XA Gucci, you was making them. Keith, I saw you make for General Africa. We were there, man. When the LDBC, man, we were there when the LDBC separated from the whole community. We were there. So we know we're passionate about our boxing, y'all. We're passionate. And you know, it's almost like, it's almost like having a girlfriend that you got to separate from. Like, we just don't have anything in common anymore. Okay. I don't like what you're doing nowadays. Okay. I don't like how you moving in these streets. It's boxing. And then, you know, and then I'm gonna cap it off with this, you know, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Remember that they were talking about, oh, they're gonna fight. Now these two dudes acting like they don't want no work, man. So I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
You know, and this stuff in MMA that they do, this Nico stuff, look, this Nico stuff, this ain't nothing. What Nico doing, this ain't nothing compared to what they do in boxing.
No.
What Nico doing ain't.
It's not.
These guys do. These guys will duck guys. They'll duck guys. I mean, they'll tell you they ducking them too. Sorry, I'm done.
Yeah. And hey man, that's, you know, coach said it, man. Coach said it. That's, you know, coach covered it, you know. But what I'm gonna do is, man, I'm tired as hell, man. But I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna respond to what coach said, and then I'm gonna get you guys your final thoughts, and we can probably gonna head out of here, man. But you know, in response to what coach said, you know, look, you don't see me. I mean, there's so many other brothers that have been more consistent with me when it came to boxing. But I mean, there was a time when I was doing, in my free time, hey, I'm putting out highlight tapes. So, and it's so funny how people try to say that, oh, they're biased against a certain fighter. I'm biased, but I was putting out Terrence Crawford highlight tapes, right? Technically, there could be only one, but I'm biased. No, I deserve to feel some type of way about these guys not fighting. And look, I support all of these brothers, man. But Terrence Crawford, Spence, they got to see each other, man. Like, what kind of hubris, what kind of cockiness do you have to have that? And I'm not calling them cocky per se, but like, what type of mentality do you have to have that, like, you have people like, I had to look for Terrence Crawford's stuff. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Famous asked, like, look, you know, hey, Bomac, and salute to Bomac. He comes in, that's family. He comes on Showbox, and salute to him, man. But Famous like, hey, you know, you got any footage so I can, you know, do a highlight? And basically, you know, he had to go on TC's you know, Instagram, and that's fine, you know, whatever. But it's like, there's so many things behind the scenes that like we do, like, because we are boxing fans. We love the sport. We love it. And you know, guys like me, guys like Coach, I mean, look, you've already seen I'm doing more MMA videos because these about to curse, man. They do not want to fight each other. You know, and I'm looking at a lot of guys sideways. To be honest with you, man, you know, when it comes to boxing, you know, I'm Wilder. You know, I respect TC, you know, I respect Spence, but, you know, I'm looking at them a little bit, you know, kind of sideways. I'm going to keep it real with you because people want to argue about money this, money that, but you're making peanuts compared to what they were making even in the 80s. You know, like 7-8 brought up in World Breaker Fighting with when you put in inflation, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard was, you know, making like $60 million something. compared to, oh man, you even touch an M yet? You even touch an M yet? Yeah, the Charlos too. Yeah, they're dogs, but I mean, all of these cats. So it is what it is, man. And me, coach, and us on this panel, man, we're just gonna keep on doing what we're doing, man, and we're just gonna keep on banging it out. But in regards to boxing, if they don't get it together, then this might be the end of boxing. But let me pass it to you, George. Let me get your final thoughts on the.
What killed boxing was Don King. What he did to Ali, what he did to Mike Tyson. He's the reason we got to business. And I also believe that when the mob got pushed out of it and corporation took over, it took away, even, I know about the dirty stuff back in the day, but still there was more honor among them than it was with corporations. It was about seeing good fights, even though that at one point we all know that the mob protected Marky Marciano from getting an ass whooping from Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston, and Archie Moore. And with the state of MMA, if they keep going all right with guys like Conor and Kobe Covington and Andrea Robert E. Lee's, you're going to turn off a lot of the fans that who want to go see good fights, And we got the Nikos, and her what she did, and it just disappoint people. They, and this was the second fight that Valentina, she was getting ready for. If you count the first fight which she had with Nunez, what needs to happen is that people need to get the courage up and realize this is the fighting game. You need to don't run away. Stand up. Take your whooping. People respect you more. Even the bully will respect you after he beats your ass. If you stand up against him.
Word up, man. That's the great George Page, man. Salute, homie. Hey,
welcome, gentlemen.
XA Goucher,
enjoy my time with you.
Hey, thank you, homie.
All right. I can't disappoint my Lord Merlin. Dennis Espinosa didn't come on tonight.
Yeah, we couldn't get the song going. We'll get him. We'll get him back. But XA Goucher, man, final thoughts, homie.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me on as always, man. And like I said, salute to Coach Shelton Harrison for hitting 7K, and also salute to him for his interview as well. Just my final thoughts, man. I keep it real with you guys. I loved boxing growing up as a kid. It was more like a father and son. But just seeing it now, man, I just lost a lot of interest in just boxing, period. Because, like I said, we're not getting the best fight the best. A lot of these boxers nowadays are turned to hoes. You know what I mean? And everybody just want to follow the Mayweather blueprint. They don't want to put in the hard work anymore. So, to me, I lost a lot of interest in boxing, and that's why I really, truly from the heart, though, I get more excited for MMA because, like I said, we get good fights. I know we have a little bit of hiccups once in a while in MMA, but with MMA, though, they actually are delivering fights that we actually want to see. It's not like that shit in boxing where guys would want to take a year off or, oh, we got to wait until this fight. We have to wait until he has to do this. He has to do that, man. Enough of that bullshit, man. Like I said, man, once Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, and then after Spence and Crawford happens, after that, what's next? Really, there's really nothing interest after that. So to me, like I say, I'm more or less now in love with MMA because, like I said, we get fights that we actually want to see, man. It's to me, I just lost interest in boxing. But like I say, salute to all the brothers and sisters on the panel. Salute to all the brothers and sisters in the lifestyle boxing community, and also to the MAC. Like I said, man, I'm still gonna have surgery. I'm gonna be out for 8 to 12 weeks, but I will be back by the end of this year to kick ass. Because I know a lot of people want to see me kick over things. And then if GSP stop being a little bitch, I'll kick his ass too, and then I'll go down as one of the greatest welterweight of all time. Salute to y'all. Have a good night, everybody.
Hey, salute to
We
my
have the
brother.
love for you, Taiwan Woodley.
And
Surgery, Tyron. Whoa. Hey, Tyron. I'm gonna need you to address. These statements by your boy Mike Perry. You let him open up for your song, Tyron. How you gonna explain that?
And tell him how to explain you allowed this man to say the
Hey.
N word because he's 2%. 2% don't mean shit, man.
Yeah,
He's
Tyron.
not full. Yes.
Did you guys catch my new song yet, though?
now, where is it on your channel?
You can't see
Nah, it's on
hands.
YouTube, man. Oh, I'll kick you. I'll keep you eat your ass, man. Go check out the song, man. You know.
Man, that's deflection, man. That's darn
You can
deflection.
write me a check if you want to hear your music.
Tyron Willie just deflected a question, man. He didn't answer the question.
I'll see you guys tonight. You guys have all your brothers and sisters. Have a good night, man. I'm out.
You
Yeah.
saying, hey man,
Run, little Woodley.
I'm sending the best wishes and
Thanks,
positive. And
Yeah, he be sounding just like Woodley.
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's the brother XA, man. That's the homie, man. But yeah, hey, shout out to everybody that came through, man. Coach, Rugby Queen, Genesis, XA, George, who else was on it? The Body Snatcher, everybody, man, that came through.
Genesis.
Salute to y'all, man. We're gonna get these links settled out, man. Just be looking out for it before around 8. Just be looking for it. Around 7, I think we send it out around 7:30. So just be looking out for those because it just it kind of just throws a wrench in things. But salute to everybody that came through. Salute to the chat, man. Man, salute, man. Coach, when is the interview with Rhonda?
Well, thanks to you, that interview is going to be Saturday at 2 p.m. And I'll be back on tomorrow night to talk about it because thanks to all of you guys, man, it's not just, it's been a group effort, man. You guys definitely, man. And it is kind of crazy, man. Somebody text me and said, Coach, man, you ought to make some videos and just gloat, man, because all, people were saying that I wouldn't get these interviews. I'm like, look, man, I ain't got to do that. Well, I can do it for about 2 seconds. As I told y'all. But then, then you let it go. And because when I'm interviewing them, it's already saying, exactly what it is. Okay. Doing what they said, man. So doing what they said that, wasn't going to happen. Well, we got it. It's been a group effort, man. You guys leaving comments and, watching the videos, hitting the like button. See, man, all that stuff plays in. And these fighters, man, they see these videos. And guys, I'm gonna be honest. When I interviewed Tatiana Short, I didn't know she watched my channel. I had no idea, but you just don't know. And when General Africa sent Randa Marcos the video, Randa, she told me, she said, "Yeah, man, it made I cried. I'm like, dang, But I was speaking from the heart. I literally was speaking from the heart. It's not an act. If I tell somebody something, I mean it that way. Like I go in like that. But thanks to General Africa, man, because I've been trying to interview Randa for 12 months, man. For 12 months with no response back. And then all of a sudden, I get a response back. Thanks to General Africa, That's how it works.
You
See it,
you deserve the praise. You did put the work in and you got Coach hooked up just right.
Well, and then too, man, I'm gonna do a call in, man, where you call in and then General, ask a question, any question that you're dying to ask, I'm gonna set up the phone line, or have you call like by cell phone.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
that'd be dope, man. Hey man, but and I always have to say it though, man. I know you're a humble dude, Coach, but man, hey, what I did and what I'm gonna continue, that's just peanuts, man, to what you do, man. But it's a beautiful thing. We building something beautiful here, man, and it's great. And we gonna, like you said, we don't even need to gloat, man, because like all these people that wanted to say this and that, man, the proof is in the pudding. And men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie, and it is what it is, man. We can keep on out here. But
is Easter coming on next week on the Mobcast?
Who? Oh, Amazing Eric. Yeah, he'll be back in maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, he gonna be on the Mobcast too.
Yeah, he gonna come on. He gonna do some moderating.
Oh
Been
man.
for a little
General
while.
Africa, they can moderate together, man. That'd be kind of good.
Oh yeah, because
Oh, yeah, that's
Eric
good.
asked him the right questions in general, man. He put it on the point too. They gonna be a good team with that.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
I love flowing with Amazing Eric. Amazing Eric is that dude, man. That's the
Oh
homie.
yeah,
He always brings positivity and optimism and enthusiasm to it, and that's why he's successful. You know what I'm saying? That's why Coach is successful. So it's gonna be lit, man. But man, what are y'all waiting for? Subscribe to the number one
And
channel
congratulations on
and salute to Coach
70,000 subscribers and growing.
7K.
Probably by the first of the year, we're at 10,000 subscribers.
yeah.
Especially getting Ronda Marcos, Bojangles check.
You taking
He
over.
said,
I'm the queen,
Bojangles
Coach.
check.
I'm the queen. Bow to me, Coach. Bow to me. Bow to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
hey, well, guys, appreciate it, man. Hey, you know,
You
and,
taking over, man.
that video coming soon.
Yep. So salute to everybody, man. Have a good night, and we out of here.
All right, y'all.
All right. Good night.
Peace.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.
Peace.